2021 just kicked off about a week ago, and already it's being considered by most experts to be one of the best years in the last year. I mean, the statistics are looking pretty good. Arsons are down by 87%. The vibes are looking good. I will say the plants have been a little bit more aggressive. They've been nipping at my ankles and stuff, but you got to take the bad with the good. This year is looking to be in the GOAT conversation for years to come. It's going to be one of those years that you talk about with like your friend that you haven't talked to in a long time, and you don't really know what to talk about because you haven't talked to them in a long time. And you're like, hey, remember that year that we used to talk? That was cool. You know, like the lowest form of conversation that everybody has had at least once, maybe even twice. So even though it's already looking good for 2025, looking to be one of the GOATs, looking to be one for the books, there's a few things that we can do in the patch notes, if you know what I'm saying. Bring back from the vault, if you know what I'm saying, that I think will make this year definitely one for the books, one of the GOATs, put it in the GOAT conversation. I'm not going to keep you in suspense. I'm going to hit you with the most important one right out of the gate, Dalmatians. Now, I don't know if you know about Dalmatians, since I'm pretty sure they went extinct. They used to be in the GOAT conversation of dogs, top 3 for sure, I would say. They had connections in the federal government, if you know what I'm saying. They were like the chairman, CEO, mascot of firefighters across the world, some of the bravest men and boys and women to ever grace this country with its presence, this country being America, of course, the only one that matters. I don't know why firefighters chose this breed of dog specifically. Maybe its black and white spots have some sort of fire reflective capability, some fire retardant in the fur. I don't know, because they could have chose like beagles, but they didn't. When I grew up, I would see Dalmatians everywhere. Movies about Dalmatians, fire trucks with Dalmatians, fire stations with Dalmatians, stray Dalmatians on the street just giving birth in my driveway. But I haven't seen one since at least 2017. At least. And that's being generous, honestly. They don't even make movies about them. Like, since Emma Stone played Harley Quinn in that, I think it was called Maleficent. There was a franchise of Dalmatian-related media, and they were everywhere in real life, and almost as if they got patched out of the game, they're gone. Right off the bat, Dalmatians, S tier. Next up, still animal related, is zoo animals that actually interact with the customers. I'm tired of these depressed lions, depressed polar bears. If you know, you know. They can't handle antidepressants, as I've been shown. Otters that don't even play with the clams. Rhinos who don't even give a shit enough to shit in front of the kids so all the kids can laugh and I can laugh at the rhino shitting. I don't even think they got hippopotamus anymore. Penguins that just stand around doing nothing. They don't even slide on their bellies. They don't even get in the water. Crocodiles might as well be fake because they don't move a fucking muscle. They don't even give the cheetahs enough space to run around. That's the whole point of a cheetah. You might as well just put an ocelot in there. We wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. Might as well put a fucking gazelle in there, dude, if you're not gonna let it run around. I just don't get it. The animals are suffering enough. Give them some vitamins or something, like the collar on them that shocks them when they just like relax. Like, do something to make their life more enjoyable and my life more enjoyable so I can see these animals interact. Because at this point, you might as well just take them out back and shoot them in the head. Look at this polar bear, dude. Not even getting in the water, dude. Next up is Jimmy Carter. I think we should invest in resurrection technology, one use only, and use it on Jimmy Carter in a Frankenstein-like revival. Because he was a pretty cool guy. He was a shitty president, but he's a pretty cool guy, and it's sad to see him go. I never thought I would see him go. He's so young too, so it's real tragic. You know, life has a way of playing tricks on you and pulling the rug out from under you and doing something that you wouldn't normally expect. So maybe I'm just still in shock, but I think we should put his corpse in shock. Like lightning strike, like if you know, like Frankenstein, and bring him back to life. Next up is Luigi Mangione's Freedom. He was obviously innocent. The guy in the video is obviously not him, and I'm pretty sure America is about having fair trials. Doesn't seem very fair to me. Blaming some guy who didn't even do it. So yeah. Bring him back in 2025. Next up, this might be the Dave Blunts in me. There's this thing called Orange Vanilla Coke. Bro. Oh, that shit be hitting even on days where you think it wouldn't be hitting. I'm gonna be real. So I hope they bring that back. Speaking of the Dave Blunts in me, go ahead and throw the $5 footlong on there. I know Trump can pull that out for us. At least I'm hoping, if they don't like try to kill him again. So here's hoping the $5 footlong. Thank you, Trump. Thank you, Trump. This one is something I'm very passionate about, and that's Circus Freaks. I've been going on a Circus Freak rabbit hole recently, and like I found this chick named the Ohio Bigfoot Girl, and this lion named Lionel, who kind of looks like this guy from The Wizard of Eve. Another girl with big feet, and I just got like really interested. And also I really like that Hugh Jackman movie, The Greatest Showman, where he's like dancing around because that's what he likes to do, I guess. It was pretty good. He's like a really good guy. I could be that guy. I could like give all these freaks of nature a home and present them for the world to see, whether the world likes them or not, and give them their voice. And it could also be like The Voice, like the show, where I can have like a spinny chair and I could like be like, no, you're not freak enough, you need another leg. That's not enough legs. I think I could also make some money off that low key, so I think I'd go with that one. Next up is Webkinz. I used to be deep into this shit as a jit. I had a turtle named Torty, a manatee named Manning, like Peyton Manning, kangaroo named Joey? You don't think like me. I think differently. Like my names went hard. A hippo named Gloria. Come on, bro. Nobody doing it like me. But I used to love that game and like all the little plushies. Like I wasn't like gay or anything or like trying to be like a girl. It's just like I didn't even care about the toy. I was about the game. Like I was trying to get the high score. I was trying to go comp. I was trying to get platinum. I think they shut it down or something. I don't know. Maybe, probably. And also all of mine died because I forgot to feed them. So they should bring my Webkinz back in 2025. Next up is Empathy. It's a stat that I don't see a lot of people putting any points in recently, at least this year. Just something that I think we should bring back, like something from the 1920s that we haven't seen in a while, like the 1960s where everybody was nice to each other no matter what. Just something I think I need to bring back, me personally. Next is the investigation of the murder of JonBenet Ramsey. I've been going on a deep rabbit hole recently. I'm pretty sure I figured out who it is. I don't want to say who it is because I don't want to get sued. But if you ask me if I think it's her brother, Burke Ramsey, I would give you a look like. That's the look I would give. So I think we need to look into him. You know, look into him as in like the case as a pronoun, like him. You know, look into the case. I think we need to look into the case again. And last but not least is the phrase coulda, woulda, shoulda. Something I don't hear a lot of anymore. My people used to use that phrase in almost every conversation they could, and I think they might have got shunned out of it by the others. Nobody else adopted it. So it'd be nice to hear that again, something I used to hear a lot in my childhood. You know, there's sometimes after I exit a conversation, I think in my head, I could have used it in that conversation. And I just go, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I do think it was Burke Ramsey that killed her. Anyway, thank you for watching another classic Spooky Keys hit. First one of the year, starting off strong, I see. That's what you're thinking. I telepathically heard you. Even you, Scott Alexander from Memphis. What state is Memphis in? Is it Tennessee or Texas? Is it Tennessee or Texas? Anyway, subscribe if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you didn't enjoy. Like the video if you both liked it, didn't like it, dislike it if you don't. If you don't subscribe right now, you're gonna be laying in bed and you're gonna be thinking, you know, I missed out by not subscribing to Spooky Keys. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.